Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to play Love Letter, and I'm going to play it with Hot Seat mode. So this is really me controlling all of the players. In Love Letter, you have a deck of, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards. There's one princess, one countess, one king, two princes, two handmaids, two barons, two priests, and 5 guards. You shuffle them all up in the deck. You throw one card out of the game. Then you deal 1 card to each player so that they have a roll. And then the player who's going first draws 1 card from the deck and chooses which of their cards to play. Then the next player chooses 1 card from the deck, chooses which of their cards to play, and play proceeds clockwise until either all players are eliminated or the deck runs out. After the deck runs out and the player plays their final action, going down to only having 1 card in hand, then whoever has the highest value card remaining wins that round. Whoever is the only person left standing in the case of eliminations is also the winner. You continue playing rounds until one player has got a total of 4 victories. That is the final end of the game. Players in this are very encouraged to do a little bit of king making, in that if somebody's got more wins than you, or more wins than everyone even, you want to be targeting that person with any elimination effects, trying to keep them from finishing the game before you can catch up. Overall, I've found this to be a very balanced game. Most players are getting to 3 points out of 4 before the final round someone finally wins, and you're no longer encouraged to attack the same people. Maybe you attack the people who have been most viciously able to get you out, whoever you think's the biggest threat, or just based on what they're playing, who you're like, ooh, I'm sure I know what you have. Now, each one of the card effects is written over here in the list of cards. If you ever discard the princess, you lose the round. So if I discard this, if I choose to play it, I would lose. So I'm not going to play that one. The countess. If you have a king or prince as the second card in your hand, you must discard the countess. Otherwise, she has no ability. She's just a 7 value card, very good for winning the game at the end of the round. The princess is the only card that wins against her at the end of the round. Then you have the king. The king, you have the king and something else, and you trade hands. Pretty vicious when you have the princess and you trade them the princess on purpose, and you know exactly what's in their hand, and there's no way for them to discard it, because if they discard it, they lose. The downside there, by the way, is if they end up with a guard as their drawn card, I'm going to just jump down to guard real fast. You guess an opponent's card, and if you're correct, they're eliminated. So if you just traded hands with them, they now know what you have. If they can then get a guard, and you didn't have a guard, guards can't kill each other, they can only kill the primary types of cards, then you're going to lose. But everyone else might be able to figure out they're still a princess if you had done the king-princess trade. Prince. Force one player to discard their hand. That mills the deck a little faster, gets the round out, kills a princess instantly. Maybe you know they have a high-value card, you just don't know what it is, so you make them discard it so they don't have that at the end of the round. Finally, we have the handmaid, the one that I actually have as my option. You're protected and can't be the target of another player until your next turn. So if I play my handmaid, and then again this is hot seat, so it's going to tell me it's my turn, I move to the other player. The player would love to play the prince, but no matter how much try to play the prince, I can't. The countess's ability is if you have a prince, you must play the countess. I'm hoping to get a baron here. Nope, no baron. So I'm going to look at her card and see what she's got. I don't know why I decided she's a she. Guard. Okay. Well, it's either a king or a prince. I'm going to go ahead and show you what a guard looks like when it's successful. Obviously, I know because I'm playing hot seat. I'm going to say, you're a prince. She shows me the card, not everyone at the table, just me. And it is a prince, so it's forced to be destroyed. Or actually, with a guard, you don't show. The priest, that one that I had played, you look at another player's card, you know what they have now. But with the, yeah. Let's show a handmaid. Please draw a prince. Please draw a prince. This would be funny if she draws a prince. Oh, okay. Well, here, all opponents are protected, but I don't want to use my princess, so I must use my guard. Still looking to draw a baron, please. I'm showing everything but the baron. The priest gets to look at your hand and see what's coming. Now the baron, the final one. Compare cards with another player. You show each other your card secretly, so no other players know. So I'm going to compare cards with Turtler, and if he has the princess, I lose, which he does. My value is lower, and every other player just gets to know that I had a king, and it's lower than Turtler's card. We don't know what that card was, but that's it. Now I'm going to take a random risk here because it's funny sometimes to do this, and use a baron when you only have a guard. There we go, got it. That is one of my favorite tricks to confound people in a real game. If I have 3 points, I'm about to win, I take a baron and I compare cards with someone, and it's like, oh, we have the same card, nothing happens. But they were both guards. And then this player's like, oh, you have a handmaid, or you have, well, since he has a prince, you must have a handmaid or a priest. Nope, I have a priest too. You must have a handmaid. Haha, I can get rid of your protection. And then voila, it ends up being a guard and everyone's super confused. Funny stuff, right? Yeah. Anyway. And then this person was forced to discard his guard, so he drew a new card, now he has stuff, blah blah blah. That's how you play the game. That's everything you need to be able to play Love Letter. I hope you've enjoyed. Please play this game a lot. It's a silly little fun game. It's not the most strategic. It's not the most vicious of players, but there's still lots of player interaction, lots of fun to be had, a nice activity for a group.